The desert sun burned against walls of polished stone. From the palace roof, the great statue of gold shimmered 90 feet tall, gleaming over the city of Babylon. Trumpets blared. Crowds pressed into the square. Every head bowed low except three: Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, 3 captives from Judah who served the king but never forgot their God. They stood quietly amid a sea of kneeling bodies, the wind tugging their robes like waves against unmoving rocks. Murmurs rippled, "They won't bow." Guards turned. The king's messengers ran. Torches lined the marble hall. The men were dragged before Nebuchadnezzar, his voice sharp as the blade at his side. "I hear you will not serve my gods," he said. He leaned forward, eyes of iron. "Bow to the image when the horns sound, or burn." But their answer was calm, their hearts unshaken. "O king, our God can deliver us. But even if he does not, we will not bow." The room fell silent. Only the hiss of the torches replied. The king's face twisted. He struck the armrest. "Heat the furnace 7 times hotter." Soldiers scrambled. Bellows roared. Flames leapt from the great kiln until the air itself shimmered. Drums thundered through the city to announce the punishment of the rebels. From balconies, crowds gathered to watch the defiance of faith meet the power of an empire. The 3 men were bound with thick ropes. The soldiers' armor glowed red from the heat. As they were led through the crowd, the noise faded. Some wept, others jeered. Shadrach looked to the sky and whispered, "Jehovah is able." They did not plead, did not fight, did not curse. Each step echoed like a heartbeat of faith walking into flame. The furnace doors opened, an avalanche of heat poured out, blinding the soldiers who stood too close. The king watched from his throne balcony, certain that defiance would end in ash. But the men did not tremble. They shared a final look, peaceful, steady. And as the guards lifted them toward the fire, the screen fades to white. Sometimes faith isn't proved by escape from the flames, but by the courage to walk through them. The furnace doors slammed shut behind them. The roar of flame drowned every sound, every doubt, every whisper of mercy. The heat consumed the air itself, rising like a living creature. Soldiers fell back, blinded and burned by their own obedience. Inside, 3 shadows vanished into the blaze. But the fire did not scream, it hushed. Within the inferno, time seemed to slow. The men opened their eyes. Their ropes had fallen away like threads of smoke. The flames moved, but did not touch them. And then, from within the light, another form appeared, bright, calm, radiant. He walked beside them. The fire bowed to him. "You are not alone," the voice seemed to say. "Your faith has made this fire holy ground." Outside, the king leaned forward, squinting into the glare. He shouted, "Did we not throw 3 men bound into the furnace? Look, I see 4 walking freely, and the 4th looks like a son of the gods." The crowd drew back in awe. The fire was now a golden light spilling through the cracks of the furnace doors. No screams, no smoke, only stillness and wonder. Nebuchadnezzar rose, trembling. "Servants of the Most High God, come out," he cried. And out they walked, 3 silhouettes stepping through rising sparks, robes untouched, faces calm as dawn. The smell of smoke clung to the guards, but not to them. The king stared, speechless. Faith had defied the empire. Fire had bowed to truth. The king's voice broke with awe. "There is no other God who can save in this way," he declared. He decreed protection for the people of the 3 men's God. For once, power knelt before faith. In that moment, Babylon learned that fire tests metal, but it refined souls. The furnace cooled. The crowd dispersed. But the story still burns today. Because every believer faces their own fire, fear, injustice, temptation, pain. And each time we stand firm, the same unseen presence walks with us. Faith may not stop the flame, but it transforms it. When the world demands you bow, remember Jehovah's light still stands in the fire. The fire that didn't burn, a story from the Ember Chronicles.